Now, I don't know why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis. Hi, Nishas! How are you guys doing? Yes, I come to you guys from the land of the bold. Shibabemke. I'm definitely bold and bold. So, if it's your first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do subscribe. And of course, please hit the bell so that you don't miss any videos that I do upload. My name is Owamie Hlongwane, aka Miss Fear Focal. So anyway, I just felt I need to talk to you guys because it's crazy. Like, I just had one of the most toughest weeks of my life, and this week was really difficult for me, you guys. Like, I couldn't even get out of bed. I think I spent 3 days in bed, the whole 3 days in bed. It was honestly like really difficult. I mean, if you know me and you know my journey, you know that I have suffered from depression for years. Not only that, you guys, I actually do also suffer from anxiety. So that comes with its own things. So it's an everyday struggle and it's an everyday battle because, you know, on top of that, I'm also claustrophobic. So, you know, it's a lot of things. And sometimes it does get to be a lot. And now that, you know, we're in lockdown, I guess I got triggered in a way that I myself didn't even realize, and everything like that. So when it started, everything was fine. You guys saw me, I was uploading vlogs, jolly, everything was great. But I don't even know, like, I found out something that was quite difficult for me. And one thing with me, and I feel like that is the biggest trigger of my depression, is I'm someone that fails to I fail when it comes to coping mechanism, especially if it's something that affects me personally and like really. So the same way that, you know, my mom's passing like triggered my biggest depression, it's the same way that if ever like I'm going through something difficult in my life at any stage, like, it's either I go on like fight mode or distraction mode or avoidance. So it's either I'll avoid the subject, or I'll fight it out, or I will just self-destruct and depress, you know. So when that happened this week, you know, I was really honestly just so down. I do remember I posted something on Instagram. If you don't follow me, Owamie, you can go ahead and follow me. And I got a lot of messages, and I also did post something on communities where I was just telling you guys that, guys, mentally I'm not okay right now. Like, I'm someone that has never been afraid to talk about my mental struggles, and that is because of I know that there are a lot of people that watch me who may also suffer from the same thing, but number one, they maybe do not know that they're suffering from depression, or maybe they feel alone, you know, because at most times people that we see, people don't want to talk about the horrible things they go through. And most times people want to show you guys the jolly life, you know, and everything like that. And so it was honestly just a really difficult week for me. I don't even want to lie. I remember that the post that I actually did, someone was like, "Oh, I mean, we know you're watching services. Big guy already told us." It was actually more than that, you guys. Honestly, I feel like that's just one of those things that I hate about my mind, I guess. That I fail to reasonably cope at most times with things, and I feel this time I just went to shut down mode. It was really honestly just so horrible, you guys. And I also feel like the fact that, you know, we're in lockdown, because I remember on Wednesday I was like, I need to just go to the shop, you know. I needed to get some stuff, but when I got there, I needed something as well that was there but they couldn't sell, obviously, understandably, because of its lockdown. But I found myself in the car crying. I'm telling you guys, like, it was honestly just so bad. And obviously ever since then I've not even gone anywhere. I've just, obviously we're in quarantine or lockdown, obviously, so it was honestly just so bad, you know. In life, I don't even know what to say, but I feel like now that I feel like, you know, I lifted out, I also did chop all my hair off. It's my husband that cut me, and he was not happy about it. He's not a fan of short hair, like, let alone being bald. But honestly, I just felt I wanted to do this for myself. And since I was in bed for almost 4 days straight, it did trigger some old memories, you know, when I was still in varsity. Because I do remember, I think I went for like 2 weeks without leaving my room until they had to come and get me, and I was deregistered and I was forced to have to go see a therapist, which turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened to me, because at least that was when I was diagnosed with depression. And you know, I got a psychologist who would see me on a weekly basis, and they worked with me really well. So I will always advise, like, if you're going through a lot, you do need to get a psychologist or a therapist, obviously same thing. So what also helped me as well was the same therapist that I had back in 2012 and 2013. I have her numbers, and so, you know, I do consult. So I did consult over the phone, and so we did talk, and I mean, after that I did feel better. I feel certain things were put into perspective. And I know, like, some people would be like, you are so crazy, you have got a therapist on your phone, like her numbers and stuff. And I love that, you know, I can be able to talk to her, and I mean, she's not my family, so she can never be biased about any situation. She's not my friend, so she doesn't have a reason to not hurt my feelings. I love her, and obviously, you know, she helped me. And I do call her from time to time in terms of, like, I'll ask for an appointment, and obviously, you know, I'll get that. So I would also advise that you do get a therapist, because you guys, honestly, therapists save lives. So that's what's been happening, you guys. Honestly, it was just a horrible week, eh? Things were a lot, but God is God, and everything is great. And yeah, I just rambled in this video, didn't I? I felt like maybe there would be a message that I would actually send across to say, guys, you're not alone. And especially being someone that is a black person that grew up in the village, even to today, guys, my father doesn't understand what depression is. It's like, what is that? You're a food to eat, what is, you know? And it goes beyond that. And I remember, like, at one point in my life, I used to think, like, if maybe I just didn't have money stress, you know, in terms of, like, you guys know I've always been open that there was a time we would eat hand to mouth, and I would be like, if maybe I had enough in my bank account that I wouldn't have to stress about, like, the next month, and I have more than that now. But still, like, you know, mental health is something that is honestly so serious. You can have everything that you feel like you want, right, but still be depressed at times. And I think once you have been in depression, you do your best to always make sure that you don't go back there, so you're a little bit more conscious than other people. For someone, maybe they may have a bad day, and that's fine, and tomorrow they're still feeling down, and that's fine. But for someone that has suffered with depression, I feel down today, I feel down tomorrow, and I'm already, like, panicking, like, what's happening, like, because it's like you are a slave to your own mind. You can't really control it as much as you'd like to go out there and be jolly and be happy, but you can't. It's a horrible thing, you guys. And it's obviously nice to know that, you know, you can even be on medication if need be. I never had to be on medication. I just did continue with my therapy sessions, and obviously I'm fine. And I think it's also that one of those things where, you know, as I said, I think I did mention in the beginning that I do have problems with coping. So I think I need to educate myself in different coping mechanisms whenever, like, you know, something shocks you, you go through something, because that is when I actually find that my depression hits the most, whenever something's not going my way, or, you know, something happens, and, you know, those kind of things. So definitely I feel that's one thing that I'm definitely going to do now. But other than that, I am fine, my ninjas. And the reason why I'm even telling you this is because I feel you guys are like family to me. I have opened my life to you guys, and you guys actually watch me, you know, in your homes. You know, you've opened your hearts to me, and I feel it's very unfair that I can just disappear and feel like I can just come back and not talk to you guys to tell you like this is what has been happening, because I do know that there are some of you that really care out there. So that's basically what was actually happening, you guys. Honestly, it was just horrible. This week was horrible. But I would also like to say that, you know, during the lockdown, people that do suffer from mental you know, problems or, you know, issues, like this can be a very triggering time. So I also think that was also that I did get advice to say maybe I should think of every day when I wake up I should just go outside and sit by the stove and get some sunlight, and that's something that I'm going to be doing as from tomorrow. I got the advice today, obviously, so that I can get some vitamin C and all that. And so that's what I'm going to actually do, you guys. Like, just wake up in the morning, go sit by the stove, get some sun, and I'm really feeling so much better. I did talk to my therapist yesterday, and that was when I felt my mood started lifting. And after I shaved my hair, it was like I just shaved all the stress off. I'm not even going to lie, like it did wonders for me. So even if you want to clock me, at least in the right. Anyway, my ninjas, I love you guys so much. Please know that you're not alone, and sometimes even though it feels like that, it's not like that. So, you know, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Bye.